Welcome back, Raider fans. We're here at another edition of the South Point Coaching Show. And since we believe in superstition, guess what? I'm back. I'm Ian Gibson, and of course, Coach Adam Hodge here with us. Adam, I know you didn't want to be here last week. We were 1-3. We talked about the difficulties we had through the season. What did you do in practice last week that you're taking into this week against Burns?
Well, I mean, we mixed things up a little bit last week and did some things a little bit different. A lot the same, but a little bit different. And just tried to, change it up a little bit, see couldn't we get something going, a little mojo, a little juice, and see what happened.
When I was on the radio last week, I was talking about things that I did see. One thing I did see, I saw the Raiders of old. I saw us pushing the ball. I saw us running to the offensive line, getting those offensive splits that we're used to getting, firing low off the ball, controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We were getting downhill. We were making tackles. What adjustments did you tell your players, and how did you get these boys? Did you talk about how we used to play of old, or did you just pep talk them up to make them go out there and play that way?
Well, I mean, there's a standard here that we all, adhered to for a long time, and you got to live up to that standard. And I thought we played hard. I thought we played better. But, of course, we did get some bigger splits at times. Not all the time, but bigger splits at times. And kind of like we did when we played, and which gives you great angles and creates holes and lanes to run in. So we did do that. And, of course, we did some other things as well. And, it was a fun game for the kids. They had a good time. I think a lot of people got to score and all that, and so everybody's happy. But, it's on to the next one. You don't get to sit around and watch that tape over and over and over. Mr. Ford asked me Monday morning, he said, well, you happy? I said, yeah, I'm happy, but it's time to move on, and that's what you do. You just go to the next one.
Absolutely. That was a big victory, winning against Stuart Cramer, crosstown rivals. What did that victory do to your guys? What's the confidence booster that gave your guys going into a good team in Cleveland County like the Burns Bulldogs?
Well, Burns has got a good team, and we needed to win. We needed to win because we needed to make sure that we got things done and get a little mojo going, a little confidence. When you're 1-3, it's easy to get down and out, but you just got to keep running that race. Run that race, run that race, run that race, and keep digging, and it'll turn for you. So, but the main thing is we just played like South Point, and that was the big thing. This is a good game coming up. They got a really good running back and good defense, so it's a challenge for us. But South Point's used to playing people that are good.
Well, you're going in this week with Burns Bulldogs. You're going into your first conference game of the year. What does the fans look forward to seeing for the rest of the play against Burns and going into the conference?
Well, I mean, our conference is got some really good teams in it. Burns and Shelby and East Rutherford's got a good ball club, and so you're going to see some good football, but it's just going to come down to execution. You got two good teams. It comes down to who performs. You tell the kids you got to do this, 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 but at the end of the day, it's about performance, and you got to perform on Friday night. You have to be better from 7:30 to 9:30 on Friday night, and that's what it comes down to is your execution.
Well, Coach Hodge, I know you were happy about the big win this week. Once again, we go and we play the Burns Bulldogs this week. Now, let me ask you a question. This week, are we expected to see more like we saw last week? Are we going to see Ray Rose at quarterback? Are we going to see Devin King switching in at quarterback along with your usual quarterback, Javis Davis?
Well, we're going to do what it takes to win. Whatever that is, if somebody's got a hot hand, we'll run with it. But just see what happens. And obviously, that was successful last week. It doesn't guarantee you success this week, but it was successful last week, and we're going to see how it goes. And hopefully, all those guys will get plenty of touches. They're all good football players, and you think players, not plays. So we're going to try to get the ball in the playmakers' hands and see if they can score.
Well, once again, Adam, it's always a pleasure to come and do this show with you. Fans, I want you to come out tonight, come to Burns at 7:30, or you can listen to it on WCGC, or you can go to CarolinaCatholicRadio.org and tune in. Have a good night.
Go Big Red.